Last year, my cat was in a very, very bad accident and he had to be taken to the vet and have surgery. And I learned at that time that the hard little carriers that are plastic that have the little gates in the front are very bad for cats and even worse for cats that have had a recent surgery. I had to leave him at the vet so we could have care. And the minute I got home, I knew I had to find a better carrier. And it had to be something that I could drop him into because he was gonna have this giant cast on his leg and he still holds his leg out to the side. Here's a picture of him sitting with his leg out like that. It's just absolutely adorable. It was not adorable at the time though. It was absolutely gut-wrenching. So one of the supplies that I knew I had to have was a carrier. Now I've tried several and I think this is the best that I have found yet. It is quite large. It's so large I can barely show it all in frame. And this is opened. Let me show you all the features of this bag. First of all, it definitely has the drop-in from the top. I feel like that's essential if you have a cat. They need to go in to the top. You can put them in on the sides if they prefer that. My cats do not. And a tip for you real quick before I show you all the features, if you will leave a new carrying bag out that you're gonna carry your cats in and put some treats in it, maybe some catnip or whatnot, and leave it out just regularly for a few weeks, they will get used to it and they'll begin to feel like it's maybe their home. Home may not be the right word, but it's a comfortable place to be and it won't be so scary for them. First of all, inside of here is the bottom part that helps it keep its shape. For me, I feel like this is a big drawback, but it's one of the few things that I dislike. Inside of this is a hard plastic piece of, I don't even know what, just a hard piece of plastic. And then over the top of it is this really soft, velvety-like cover. So this can come off and you can wash it, which is great because sometimes there are accidents in there. What I don't like is this board is really hard. If I knew how to sew, I might sew something comfortable to be put between this cover, which I love, and the board itself. But as it is, a blanket over the top works just fine. And it goes in there very, very easily. No trouble whatsoever. Inside of here is a little keychain-like thing. You can clip this to their collar and keep them a little safer inside of there where they're not moving around a lot. Although I've never done that. It's got this giant roof. Look at how tall this roof is. Let me zip it up. And this is net here so that they can get plenty of air. They can see you just fine. Because it's so large, any size dog, well, not any size dog, little dogs. Any size little dogs will fit in here comfortably with room to spare. A giant cat, two cats, both my cats will fit in here comfortably. This part right here snaps, and without the snap, get a little head right there. So if you want to be a little more safe, snap it, because otherwise they might stick their heads out through that. And then you zip it down and it stays. That's one way to open it. You can take off the top. And then of course, this opens. So that's two ways, this part and then this part. So if you have an injured cat, so easy to get them in and out. And then of course you have the normal passages in and out here. This is a little doorway in the front. If you're gonna leave this around so they can get used to it, just leave this one open and then they'll come in and out whenever they feel like it. Each end has an opening. You could put them in there, and the same for this side. And each end has a pocket. And these pockets are gigantic. You can fit a litter of kittens in there. We're gonna find little kittens. Keep this in your car. When you find the kittens, you just pack them right in there. This actually would be great for traveling. The zippers work great. No trouble whatsoever with the zipper sticking. This side has another one of the little clippy things. You can clip this to your car to keep it safe within the car. Again, I've never done that. You could put your keys on it even. Because there's two zippers on this side, so you could hang your keys right there. If you're going to the vet, it actually is really helpful to have pockets, because when I was carrying him in or out or back in, needing to stash my keys, my wallet, my phone, super handy to have outside pockets. This has two ways of carrying. It has the over-the-shoulder type. This is not that padded, not that comfortable. I don't really like this kind. This comes off and on very, very easily. Snap it right back down. I actually prefer it without this. I find these kinds of straps obnoxious. But you can also carry it by the handle. And this has a little Velcro piece, so you can Velcro this together. Very much like a travel bag. And this is so long that you can put it over your arm like this and keep them close to you. And then they can smell you and nuzzle you, especially if you're traveling through an airport or something. I've never traveled with a cat, but if you are, then that's a really handy feature. On the very back side is another pocket, if you can believe it. And this is the travel thing. Just like a bag when you're traveling, you can stick this on your suitcase. You know, the pull-up part on your suitcase. I can't imagine doing that with a cat in there, but there is that option. I guess if you're standing near it and keeping it safe and not just leaving it there while you go to the bathroom, it would be okay. And then you can actually use it as a pocket. They have these little straps. I have no idea what these do or what they go to. This part is a very hard plastic all the way around on both sides. So it's really good at keeping its shape. That hard plastic is everywhere throughout here. Here, this side doesn't have it, but this little outer part has it, and then both ends, and then it goes around to the bottom. And speaking of the bottom, it has these little grippy bits so that it doesn't slide around. The inside of the bag is this waterproof, water resistant material that you can just wipe clean. So if there's an accident in there, you just wipe it out, hose it down, whatever you need to do. I don't usually throw these in the washer. I just wipe them down. The one thing I didn't like about it, besides the bottom part of it, was that it smelled a lot when I got it. If you're going to be leaving this out for your cats, keep that in mind. The plasticky smell, you know the one I mean, when you first open up plastic. It's pretty strong for about 2 days. Put this somewhere where the cats won't be smelling it, because if you get them where they hate it before they even have a chance to like it, won't be any kinds of good. I like that it's this black and then this vibrant green, so you can find it anywhere. It is so large. When I tell you that this thing is massive, it really truly is. It really is big enough for a litter of cats, a mama and her babies. So if you do foster care and you're going to pick up a mama and her babies, instead of getting the two little plastic hard cases, take this. That mama and her babies will fit in here just perfectly. I haven't had the opportunity to put foster kitties in this yet, but I'm looking forward to having a mama and her babies in there. If our local animal rescue has some kittens that need a home, I'm ready. I'm ready for them. I hope that you never need a carrier because one of your cats is injured, but if you do, my advice is to ASAP get something like this. And if you're currently just looking for something, you can't go wrong with this. That thing is so roomy and so comfortable. I think you're gonna really love it, and I think your cats will too. If you're not subscribed to my channel, now's the time of the video where you just go click that little subscribe button, because you wanna meet all my animals and you wanna talk to me about your animals. So let me know below how many cats you have. See you real soon.